Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. So first let's look into Bank Nifty in 1 day candle chart, and after that we'll going to look into in 15-minute candle for any trade confirmation. And you know that tomorrow is expiry and I'm not going to suggest you any random trade. We're going to look into in 15-minute candle where we can take trade easily, and that to be we are not going to take severe losses, because if it opens around a range or in between that, then it may give us some major losses, because you know that if market trades around in a zone and on expiry day option prices decreases drastically. So I'm going to suggest you where you can take trade safely. Okay. In 1 day candle chart, you can see that market today opens gap up, and it shows negative movement and it trades below. It also trades below 43,000 round level. And I also told you yesterday that if it trades below 43,000, then you can expect some selling pressure here. And but today it did not happen that, and I think maybe some stop loss are also being hidden by that. But as of now, it is now trades around 42,000. 43,250 or 300 range. So if tomorrow market opens flat or opens gap up above that range, which is made around 43,350, I guess 340, and if it closes above 40,340 or 300, then we can expect some good expiry movement yeah, for tomorrow, because previously you can see that expiry was not good, as not as good previously, because you can see that it did not shows any directional movement in expiry for almost 1 or 2 months. So if tomorrow market opens flat or opens gap up and it closes above 40,300 or 40,340, then you can expect that movement as well. Now let's look into 15-minute candle. Here you can see that in 15-minute candle, today market trades around or closes around that 43,000 or 42,300 round level, and it now trades around that zone. So if tomorrow market opens flat or if it closes above round level 43,000, then you can expect some buying pressure here. But it is should trades above 40,300, but it needs to closes above 40,330 for any trade confirmation. And if it closes above that, then you can expect some good movement here until 40,600 to 40,700 point. And I'm assuming if it opens gap up above that and it trades around 40,300 above, then it may show some 400 to 500 movement one sided. And if that happens, then it will be good for us, any good for us to take for buying trade. But it may happen that it gap up opens around 40,600 or 40,550, and in there if it shows any negative movement, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, because selling you can say that in those buyer who take buying trade today and yesterday, their stop loss, their profit will going to be increases, and that is the reason they don't want to lose any profit. And it may happen that if it opens a gap up in more higher level, then they will going to book their profit. And so my suggestion would be, if it opens flat and closes above 40,300 or 340, then you can expect some buying pressure here. And if it opens gap up on higher side, then you will going to wait for 15 to 20 minutes any trend confirmation. And for any selling, I am not suggesting you to take any selling trade until it closes below 40,100 level, because you can see that today market trades around that zone, and it breaks when it breaks 40,100 or 40,000 level, then it is after that it shows some positive movement in the last half an hours. But it should closes below that range, which is 43,000, because those buyer who take buying trade, their stop loss will be around 43,000 or 42,000 950 around level. And if it closes below that range, then those buyer will going to get out of the trade, and that is the reason it may happen that it goes down until 42,900 to 40,740. And as of now, it looks positive to me. If you can skip any selling position. Now let's look into Nifty. In Nifty, you can see that it looks positive to me, more positive to me than Bank Nifty. And also yesterday I told you that it looks more positive than Bank Nifty. And today it opens flat and it goes up around 18,800. And now it trades around 18,750. So if tomorrow market closes above 18,780 or 800, then you can expect some buying pressure here. And for any selling, it needs to closes below 18,700. As of now, it looks positive to me. So we will going to wait for any positive movement if tomorrow market opens flat or opens small gap up. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle. Here you can see that in 15-minute candle, you can clearly see that Nifty continuously goes upwards for almost 5 to 6 days, and it did not show any negative movement here. And I think it may sustain tomorrow also. And if it is opens flat or opens a gap up, and if it trades above 18,800, 820, then you can expect some buying pressure here. And the target will be 48,000, sorry, 18,900, and it may happen that it may go up until 19,000 round level, because you can see that Nifty does not move that much previously, and today if you compare its high and lows, it's between 200 points, and if it may happen that it opens gap above or 18,800, it may happen that it goes until 19,000 level also. Okay. But it is if it opens gap up around 18,900, 950, then if it shows any negative scenario there, then you can take trade for selling. But you need to wait for 15 to 20 minutes for any trend confirmation. And if it shows any negative scenario, then you can take trade for selling. And your target will be 18,080 first. Second target you can set to 18,700. And for any selling trade, my suggestion would be it should closes below 18,700, 680. After that, you can take trade for selling, because you can see that it continuously take resistance from that 680 or 700 level. And today, if it closes above that and it shows positive movement from there. As Bank Nifty, it also have some buyer here, those who take buying trade at the last moment, and their stop loss will be around 18,680 or 670. And if it closes below that, then you can expect some selling pressure here. But until did not closes below that, we will going to wait, because if it opens around 18,700, 730, it may go sideways, and it shows some volatility movement here. So for any proper buying or any proper selling, I will going to wait for it to closes above 18,800 or below 18,700. And that is the reason why I told you that we will going to take safe trade tomorrow, because we don't know what will going to happen if it opens around that zone. If it closes above that zone or closes below that zone, then it is if it shows some good intention to buy or sell. Okay. Now let's look into Bank Nifty components. Our first component is HDFC Bank, and you can see that HDFC Bank shows a positive movement here. And yesterday I told you, if it trades below 1600 or 590 level, then you can expect some selling pressure here. But today it opens around 1597 or around 1600 level, and it goes upwards, and now it trades around 1608. So you can see that it continuously takes support from that 1600 round level. Then it act as a support level. So my suggestion would be, if it tomorrow it opens flat or opens gap up, and if it trades above 1610 or 1612, then you can expect some buying pressure here. And our target will be 1620, which is that resistance zone, which previously it goes downwards by opening up down. And if it closes above 1620, then you can expect another positive movement from there, and our target will be 1630 to 1633. Okay. And now let's look into ICICI Bank. You can see that in ICICI Bank, market today opens flat, and it is closed down until 600 940, and it took support from there. Now it trades around 952. So if tomorrow market opens flat and goes up, then you can expect some buying pressure here. But it may happen that it opens gap up. So if it opens gap up around 960 or 965, and if it shows any negative scenario there, then you can expect some selling pressure there also, because you can see that it continuously goes up for 3 days. And if it opens gap up, then profit booking may happens at that higher end. That is the reason I'm suggestion would be, if it opens gap up and shows any negative movement, you can expect some selling pressure here. For any buying, it needs to trade above 950, then you can expect some good positive movement from there also. Now let's look into SBI Bank. In SBI Bank, today market opens flat, and it trades around 600 level. So if it sustains that level and shows a positive movement from here, then it may happen that it did not goes upwards much. But if it's showing any positive movement, then Bank Nifty will also go up by that. But if it shows negative movement by closing below 600 level, it may happen that HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank tries to take backward Bank Nifty upwards, but SBI Bank here goes downwards, then it may show some volatility movement here. But if it trades above 600 level, and if it did not, you can't expect it to go up. And if it trades above 600 level, then it will give some more clarity to Bank Nifty, because HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank looks positive. And if it also goes up and shows any positive movement, then you can also expect some good movement in Bank Nifty. And for selling, it needs to closes below 600 level. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. And today you can see that Kotak Bank shows some good movement here. It trades around. You can if you count its high and low, it's around 40 rupees, and now it trades around 1947. And if it tomorrow if it closes above 1950, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and the target will be 1960 to 1965. But if it opens around 1960 and it take resistance from there once again, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and your target will be 1950 to 1940. Now let's look into Axis Bank. You can see that Axis Bank is now trades around that resistance level, which is 905 to 900 level, and now it trades around that zone. So if tomorrow market closes above 905, then you can expect some buying pressure here. And my suggestion would be first take profit from 915, and next target you can set to 920. But if it opens a gap up and shows any negative movement here, then you can expect some selling pressure, because you can see that it continuously for 20 days it goes upwards and did not show any proper negative movement here. So if it opens a gap up around that resistance level, it may happen that it shows negative movement from that higher level. Okay. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. You can see that in IndusInd Bank, it today opens small gap down, or you can count it as flat, and it closes below 1180, and it goes until 1160. Now it trades around 1167. So my suggestion would be, please avoid it as for any taking for any buying trade. If it shows any positive movement, you need to wait it to closes above 1200, because you don't know what will going to happen in IndusInd Bank, because it is shows some good volatility moment here. But you can take it about selling if it closes below 1160, and your target will be 1150 to 1140. But for any buying, my suggestion would be, please wait it to closes above 11 to around level 1200. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe my channel, and bye bye everyone.